The point that we're at is that most of the suit has been shaped, but it's time now to make sure that the suit conforms to my shape. That means it's time for the first fitting. We're going to start with the breastplate, and Terry's just going to make sure that it conforms to me, and whatever trimming and moving it needs, he can do. I've been holding it together up till now, but this is the first time I'm putting on any piece of this armor, and I'm freaking excited. Here we go.
Before? You've never been fitted with armour?
I have. This is a first.
Well.
I've been fitted for a suit or two, but this is so much better.
Okay.
I got my dad to take me to see the movie twice when it came out.
How old were you then?
Feels really good, Terry.
What age were you then?
14.
14.
81? Yeah, 14.
Bear in mind, you will have it's good to wear something a bit more padded under it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I altered those measurements. You look like the mad dwarf from...
Wearing Dad's armor,
yeah.
Right?
Cool. Right. In case you're getting worried, these will be leather straps. There won't be bits of tape. Yeah, they don't move as well as they could do because of the shape of that. But John kind of wanted that shape for some strange reason. So he's the boss. Woo, it looks pretty good actually. I've done it a bit better. I'm making this more as I would make it now. Because I know so much more. But then, and because of the rush as well, the waists were very, very sort of bulbular, and it didn't look really very nice. But the line of that is much nicer.
It's so comfortable.
Sweep it a bit more in. So what happens if you lift your leg up? Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, they do kind of work. Yeah, because when you're on a horse, obviously these are kind of
Right. Oh, right.
That should be fine. Yeah, it's cool. Good. No problem.
None.
Nothing digging in.
No binding.
Cool. Got it. Yeah, when I first started making armours, I used to bolt everything together.
Yeah.
And then I've discovered those.
It's a lovely system.
Brilliant.
We were doing a shoot in Alaska, and we were flying into de Havilland, and we landed at this place where they were putting one back together, and I saw those. So I bought a full set.
Lovely. Right, that should go onto the elbow. I don't want to touch your jacket.
It's just going to add value to my jacket, Terry.
Right. Yeah, so let's go there. That is actually very similar to what I did on Sean Connery's neck. It was quite amazing. He stood there. He was like, I've got it out there actually, the original armour. And it's just like a gorget, the collar piece.
Yeah.
And I clamped it on him because he was in a rush to get on set. We were late. I was in his dressing room. I put the collar on him, and it was really hard to put on. It would click, and this thing you had to turn, which was really stiff. Got it on, and then I started doing the other bits, and he was just standing there with this expression. I said, "You're all right, Sean?" He said, "No, he's got my neck in it." Thought, it must have been so painful in his patience. He stood there. And then I couldn't have the pliers to undo it, so I had to get my assistant to run off and get the pliers. He came back and undid it. And he had this great big, just like that. Yeah, dear Sean.
I love the smell in here. The wood and the metal. And someone just recently asked me, what would your ideal perfume be? And I was like, a little bit of sawdust, burnt steel, and engine oil.
I'm really pleased with that. That's,
it feels great.
I was really worried last night when I saw you. I thought, God, it's going to be too big. But you sure? Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, no, it's right there.
Cool. So far, so good.
You want to try any other pieces on?
Yeah, I want to try and do the legs.
Alright.
So we know this fits now, so I'll whip that off quickly, as it is. You got. There you go. That's you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I can't believe this. Let's just tuck that in a bit. I feel these might need to be bigger, I don't know. Well, obviously didn't get these right. I might have to put a piece in the other side of that, I think, to make it slightly bigger. That should overlap. But I don't want to go, you can't go any tighter than that, really. I might have to put a gusset on the inside of that.
Can't believe how comfortable this is.
I've always boasted you can do anything in my armour. And they virtually have. I mean, they made love on Excalibur, they swam in a river.
Yes. I'll get in a river in this.
I've actually had someone surfing in armour. And another guy that jumped out of an aeroplane at 2,500 feet and did a parachute jump in armour.
Really?
Yeah. It was for a charity thing called Children in Need. Oh, it's got to come off. It's really weird. It's one of the best compliments I ever had was Patrick Stewart. When I was doing Excalibur. You know, the Leon de Grant's arm with the big black one.
Yeah. I love that stuff.
And he came to me one day and he said, Terry, he said, thanks so much for the armour. He said, it actually improves the part I'm playing. I feel so powerful.
Yes, yeah.
And it does. It has a... That's going to be there. So it's just a matter of whether you can move you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're comfy.
Yeah, good. It's just a shame I've got to put that gusset in it. I think at the moment that's as far as we can go with the fittings.
All right.
It's just a matter of me getting these legs done now and spending the day doing that. And I'll just carry on with this lot. Get those legs done first. Be the important thing. Okay, cool. This is because Adam gave me the wrong measurements, right? His fault, not mine. Usually there's a really thick wool, heavy wool tights that are quite nice, such snug fitting but nice and thick.
Oh, right.
We're underneath it, or leather. But it must be quite tight fitting here.
Because it breathes so well.
Well, it's just for comfort, you know, rather than having the metal against your skin. Right, how's that feel?
It feels great.
Yeah, good at the back now.
Yeah. Actually, it feels like you could even, no.
But there'll be slightly more off of that because I can roll an edge on there as well.
Yeah, no, that's
so
great.
Lose another quarter of an inch off that. You feel much about the same?
Feel about the same, just a tiny bit tighter.
That one's tighter?
Yeah, but it's not uncomfortable. Same thing binding back here like the other one was, but it's the original size, right?
That's okay now then?
Yeah.
Doing that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It will lose another quarter of an inch or so. Okay.
It's not rubbing on my ankles.
Right. Right, let's solve that problem. It's a bit of a nuisance, but it actually looks okay. Don't look wrong. You ain't going to see it anyway. Right, so now I'm going to get the feet on. Nice and flush, they've got to be really flush because they're not holding anything, they're purely decorative.
Right.
So just slip it through there. Watch your finger in there.
Copy.
Like I did earlier.
Yeah.
Right, just it in there. And just literally just tap it down. Nice and straight. Done. That's
Copy.
it. So if you want to root all them up.
All right.
So there's two of them.
No problem.
The thing is now, just be careful we don't scratch it too much. That will get scratched, of course, when you wear it. But they look better. The older they get, the better, and the more damage. In fact, now, when I make armours, I actually put dents in them. Just looks so much better. And I think maybe we should do the same with yours, I think. Try not to hit the side with the drill if you can. That's what you just take it through steady, nice and easy. You just tap down very gently, just to bed it. Put it flush. lift it very slightly.
Got it.
And chop it off. And just carefully. And what you're doing, you're going round in a kind of almost like a little circle.
Okay.
Tap it down gently. Make sure you've got it really bedded in here. And then just gently tap it once it's there. You should do that.
Copy that?
You're having fun.
Are you kidding? No way. That was so ludicrously fast. I had. Oh, that is so pretty.
That's pretty much it. That bit will come up.
Fantastic.
So there you go.
Good for picking up apples. Amazing. Okay, so with all the pieces over 100 that have to be shaped, is there anything I can do while you're doing a bunch of that shaping?
Yeah, well, I'm finished a couple of bits, you can polish it.
You want to show me how?
It's a really nice job. That's why I'm letting you do it.
It's a messy job, I'll bet.
Yeah, so we need the polishing room.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So just to get rid of the slight surface dirt and stuff, because otherwise that tends to bind the mop up when you're polishing. So just give it a bit of a steel wool over. Not too heavy, just enough to, it's just a circular motion, just to bring that surface up.
Okay.
And if you want to have a little bit of that, do the other side. Just finish off with a slight circle.
Okay. Now what?
Right, now we do the dangerous bit.
Okay.
Don't often let people use my machines on this. So I'm going to talk you through it. This is quite a powerful machine, it's about 2 horsepower. So if you've got to be very careful you don't get tangled up in it, because you'll go around with it.
I don't want to do that.
So this is going to be spinning at a fair rate of knots. It's going to be literally...
Wow, okay.
Okay? And what we're going to do, you never, ever go to an edge like that.
Got it.
Because it will catch, it will just whip it out of your hand so fast. And you never hold it with your fingers around anything, because it can take your fingers off. So you hold it where, if it does catch for any reason, you're polishing away from the surface, so it shouldn't do. But if for any reason it does catch, it's just going to fly away.
Got it. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Otherwise, if it starts tangling up, you could be in trouble. You're too nice a guy to kill. So far. Right, I'm going to put the extractor fan on.
Okay.
Because it's obviously doubled with this mess gun in. To get a bit noisy. Always make sure you've got nothing loose going on. Otherwise, if it catches in the mop, you'll go with it. We'll give it a slight spin first. Get it started. This is the polishing soap. And you don't lay onto it, you literally give it a wipe like that. So you put a lot of pressure on this, so you really are putting your arm there and you're leaning into it. And there's quite a lot of pressure. I'll give you an idea of what it is. But if you put your hand there against you, I'm pushing about that hard.
I got you. Okay.
You start with the edges first, polishing slightly away from it, not there.
Got it.
There.
Wow!
Away from that edge.
Yeah.
Again, like the mandrel, the pressure of the mop is against your hand. So
Right.
You're moving that against your hand. Be very careful.
I will. So I know you guys couldn't hear this because everything that we had the fan on and the polisher going, but the key points are it really makes a difference when you use your body to move it instead of your
flow of it. Yeah, and it makes your pressure more even.
And never let it get up to a point where it could grab this. You're always wanting to go away to an edge.
Always a polish away from an edge.
Right. All right. So there's a lot of parts to polish.
Yeah, it begins to look a bit. Reshape it a little bit. But
it's feeling sort of like
begins to look a bit better.
That's awesome. Okay, so the fitting went great, except that I had sent Terry some bad measurements of my calves, and that required some adjustment. He did it perfectly. And I learned how to polish, which amazingly, these suits are super, super clean in the movie, but the process of getting them there is crazy dirty, and yet also super satisfying. I'm covered with muck and blowing my nose with black stuff, but we are ending up with some mirror finish parts.